This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. We are talking about queries, right? The other day, we were talking about how to use cast function and how to use convert function, right? So I think you have downloaded this video already, and make sure that you download the videos on regular basis and you keep them in your local computer. These videos will be deleted once into 3 days from the shared drive. Okay. Afterwards, if you ask me, I will simply ignore your mail. I cannot send you the same the video because I'm going to be deleting. I will not be saving the videos anywhere else. Clear? So make sure that you download the daily videos and keep them safely in your local drive. Yeah, let me simply go to SQL Server and let me try to understand what is the difference between cast and convert function we were writing the other day. So I wanted to have account ID and the name of the person and the C balance from this table. So which is going to get me what is the account number and name and C balance. I don't have the currency column in this table, right? So if you go to iBank database and there's a account master table, this is a banking table, account ID, name, address of the customer, branch in which he has opened the account, product ID. Product means whether he has taken savings bank account, fixed deposit account, something like that. Date of opening an account, clear balance and unclear balance. I explained clearly what is the difference between this column and this column, and status, whether account is in open state or closed state. Clear? So now these are the columns we have. I wanted to know currency. What is the currency of this? I wanted to say this currency is USD. That is not available in our computer, but I wanted to print currency as well. So this is what is called constant. This is what is called column, right? So we can print columns and constants. That's what I told you, right? We can print columns and constants. Constants means which is not a part of the database at all, but I wanted to display what is the currency for this. Or we can also take this column out and we can also have like this. Now let me remove this comma and execute it. So we can have currency, this one. And what is the percent of the tax in India or in America? Everybody has to make. Let us say 18% of the tax. You can say 18 as a tax, so which is a constant again, and this is a column name, right? If you remove this, you will be able to see no column name. You can say as tax. So that is how we are going to use the constant values as well as the columns. Clear? So this is what we were talking about yesterday, but I wanted to merge these two columns, right? So for example, I wanted to print currency and C balance in a single column. For that, we have to do concatenation. That's what we discussed. Concatenate columns. So what is the symbol we must use it? Use plus symbol to concatenate. So let me take the same query. I wanted to say C balance, comma, let me say USD as let us say currency, right? Currency. Now let me execute it. So this is what we have. Now I wanted to remove this and I would like to have a plus symbol over there. So this is how you're going to be concatenating. Concatenating means merging, combining. That is the meaning of concatenation, right? I would like to merge this one and this one in a single column itself. But unfortunately, you are going to get an error. Why? It is clearly telling me cannot convert varchar value to money. I told you these are two different data types. Clear? So this is what is called currency, money data type. This is a numbers and this is a string. String means varchar value, right? Varchar and varchar. So I cannot convert, I cannot merge, so I cannot join. I told you, right? You cannot add a water into a petrol. Okay, you cannot merge them, you cannot combine them, or you cannot take a milk and have the diesel there. You cannot concatenate both of them because both of them are in different nature, so different things. So we cannot. So it's what we need to do. So this is a money and this is a varchar. You need to convert this into varchar. To do that, we have two functions, right? One is called cast, the other one is called convert function. So what are the cast and convert function? So these are typecast functions. That's what people will say. There are two functions. Let me put them here. So we have two functions. One is called, these are called convert types. So one is called, we can use cast function. The other one is called convert function. Again, either we can use this or that. In this, we must use column name as required data type. So this is the syntax. So here, data type and comma column name, and later you can have a style number. Style number is not compulsory, but if you wanted to have a style number you can have it. Clear? So these are the two convert functions that we can use, converted types, or change the data types. One is called cast and convert. So I was telling you, I wanted to use, this will give me an error. So I simply copy this and paste it here. Let me convert using a cast call as required data type is varchar. You can need not give the size. You can mention the size here if you wanted to say 100, 200, but need not mention any size. So simply execute it. So now you're able to see this into a single column. You can give a space here. So you should be able to find out a space there. Clear? Or you can take this value here and remove the space there. I wanted to get the space here and remove as currency and everything here. Plus we can say C balance. Okay. So now try to execute it. So first currency, then this one, and you can say as this is a balance, right? We can write so USD first, then there is a space and take the C balance and as varchar. So when you convert, the column name will not be there. So we say as balance or clear balance, whatever you want it to give. You can give any name you can give, it is going to work. If you don't give anything, then it is not going to give you any column name. Clear? So giving a column name is a must, otherwise it is uh, there is no meaning to the column. So people may ask you, what is the column that you are going to be printing? Clear, guys? So this is the one thing that you must understand. So I'm using cast function. Now we have one more function called convert, right? So the difference is, let me show you. Convert, first you need to give the data type varchar, comma column name is C balance, right? Style number is not compulsory, is not mandatory. Style number is not mandatory. Data type and column name. Column name is C balance, and the style number is not at all required. Let me go to SQL Server and convert. Data type is this as balance. Let me execute it. So both of them are going to give you same result set. Have you seen this? You can execute both queries at a time. So this is how it is going to work. So there's no problem at all. But the question is why we have to use cast and convert both functions for the same purpose. There is no meaning, right? We can use only one. Why cast and why convert? Where exactly we can use convert? Where exactly we can use cast? That is the interview question. So the next slide is going to talk about the difference between cast and convert function. Let me explain some more points about convert function. So let me show you where exactly we're going to be using convert. I wanted to get, see, all the columns from account master table. Let me execute this query. So account number, when you open an account in the bank, it is a banking industries data, right? So name, address, branch, everything is fine. So savings bank account, loan account, fixed deposit account, this is what is called a product ID. So this customer is belong to this product. Date of opening an account, if you see carefully, there is a date and a time because we have given date time here. So time is also getting captured. So I don't want to display the time to the customer because nobody needs date and time. When did you open an account? They'll say August 5th or September 17th. Nobody will tell you 17th of September morning 5 40 a.m. So that is completely useless. So I don't want to print time, date, everything here. So I wanted to convert this into different styles of the date. Clear? Or sometimes I wanted to have only the time. Sometimes I need only the date. Sometimes I need MMDD format. That is American style. But Indians do not like that. Indians needs DD slash MM slash YYY. So some other countries will have different styles together. So they need different, display styles for the dates. Okay. So let me go here. Account ID, name, date of opening an account. Let me execute. So this style, I don't need it. So I want to convert. I'll say convert, say varchar. This is the column and a date of opening. And I don't give any style number. Let me give, this is open date. Open date means account open date. I'll give you one column name. See the style? The style is changed. But I wanted to use a style number as specified there. So, style number starting with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that. We can give different styles and see. Give me, give number one. Now see this date. See this number one. So this is a style. Let me give you, this is one style. And let me give you style number two. Execute. This is style number two. Now see what is the difference between these two. Now this is MMDDYY format. This is DD dot MM. This is this is YY. This is MM. This is DD. This is with the dot. Let me change style number three. Style number, when I give 3, it is giving me in this style. What is the style now? The style is this. One is a DD and MMYY. This is how the Indians looks, look at the dates. Clear? So this is how an American look at the date, right? So YY format. So if you're working for Indian customers, you need to display the date in this format. They don't need the times and everything. So this is how you should be able to have it. So when you go in for the any other country, so probably this is also one more. This is also Indian style, but now only difference is this is instead of this they're giving a dot. Clear? So if they need like this, you can give. If they need with the dot, then you need to give this number. So number five, like that, we have lot of numbers. Now see the next style. So next style is also Indian style, but dash, okay, hyphen or the dash. Now we can go, what is that the Indians wanted to have or Americans wanted to have? So this is one more short style. Okay, if you wanted to have like this is also Indians like it. Okay, so different colors, different formats in which you should be able to have the data 26th October 20. Clear? So now you can change these numbers. So I think these numbers are starting with 1 to I think 21 are there. But in this, you're going to get year number in 2 digits. Have you seen year number only 2 digits? So everywhere year number will be in 2 digits. So you can keep on changing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to 21. Year number you will get in 2 digits. But I wanted to get year number in, I think here, I don't remember the last number. But in this case, you are going to get YYY. If I give you 107 or 101 here, now you see what happens. So this is how the difference would be. The difference would be you will be able to see Y. See now, October 26, 2020. If you give 101, right? Copy one of the dates and you put them here. You should be able to see Y. Clear? So either you can use 1 to 21 or you can use 101 to 131 or it may increase. Different styles are being added to this number. So this is the purpose of a convert function. Okay, in this case cast cannot be used because cast does not have a style number. Clear? Cast does not have a style number and the style number is optional. If you wanted to provide, you can provide, otherwise it is not mandatory also. For example, if I don't provide this number, still it is going to work. Still it is going to work. It will give you some style. Some style it is going to be giving it. So it is going to work, including date and time. And this is the default date and time. And this is a style. So you can keep on changing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the specifically convert function has to be used in case of if you wanted to show the data in especially the date and time data in different styles. Clear? That is where convert has to be used. Cast to convert the data one data type into another, you must use cast. So the difference between cast and convert, it is ANSI function. It is SQL Server function. ANSI means what? American National Standard Institution. So this function is available in all RDBMS softwares. SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, and Teradata, PostgreSQL, wherever you're using, RDBMS softwares, in that you can see cast. But convert is not like that. It may not be guaranteed in Oracle. It may not be there in your MySQL, or Netezza DB2 databases. Clear? It's used to convert data types. It is used to convert date and time styles. Clear? It is SQL Server function means it is available only in SQL Server, but may not be available in some other databases like MySQL, Oracle, and DB2, Netezza, PostgreSQL. I was telling you in the day one, right? What are the other RDBMS softwares we have? So SQL Server is from Microsoft, Oracle, then we have Netezza, Lot of RDBMS softwares are available in the market. So that is how we can understand. Cast is a ANSI standard function, American National Standard Institution. So it is available in all softwares, RDBMS softwares, but convert is not guaranteed in other. It may be there, but it is not guaranteed because it is not a ANSI function. Clear? But what is the purpose in SQL Server? It can convert date and time styles. Okay, I would like to display my date and time data into this style. So can you do that? Yes, why not? We can use convert function. Clear? Compulsory and interview question. So be clear on that. It is used to convert the data from one data type to another. It is also used to convert date and time into various styles. Okay, this is the syntax: convert data type, comma, date or variable, and format number or the style number. Clear, guys? So these are the things that you must know. Now, we had seen typecast functions. The next function is aggregate functions. Okay, we are going to be discussing a lot of functions. Okay, the first one we had seen typecast functions, right? So typecast functions already we discussed. What is that? Cast, and the second one is convert, and we discussed. The second type of the function is called as aggregate. Okay, aggregate functions. So we have a few more in this. Count star. It counts number of rows in a table. Sum and column name you must provide. It gets the total value. Minimum, if you wanted to use minimum column name you must supply, and it gets the minimum value. Maximum column name, it gets the maximum value. And average function, it gives you average value.
Question for the cast. Can we,
Hmm.
sorry, I missed out or something, but we
Hmm.
can use that also for the date, right? Cast or no?
Hmm. Cast is not mentioned for that, right? You can convert, but if you need different styles, it is recommended that you use convert. Okay.
Okay, it won't work if we put the format we need for using
Yes,
cast.
yes,
Okay.
that is the meaning of that. Yeah. Okay. So you better go in for convert function there. Okay. Am I clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. So count star and sum min max average. So if you go to a table, let me go to my table. So which table I'm going to be using? This table, account master table. You can say select star from the table name. So make sure you're pointing toward iBank database. Okay. Otherwise, you better always write your database name. Many people will not write like this, and you execute them. So this will get executed in this database. Sometimes you don't write this command, you will have, you would have pointed to some other database and try to execute this. And they'll call me morning, evening, they'll call me, sir, it is not working. They never check what is that they're pointing to. Clear? So first time learners, if you get something, make sure that you're pointing to right database. What is the database you're using? iBank. You always write the database name. So this is the best practice, and execute these two commands at a time. Clear? So select them, or if you don't select them, also execute. The complete commands will get executed. You don't get any kind of an issue. Make sure that you do that. Clear? So now I have this table. I wanted to know number of rows. Each row is one customer. Customer number one, customer number two, customer number three. So counting rows is equivalent to counting customers. One, two, three, four, five. So I have to count rows. So 64 rows are available. So somebody may ask you, find out number of customers in your iBank table. So you can say select count star from the account master table. So it is going to count the number of rows. That's what I'm telling. It counts the number of rows in a table. That's what you do it. So simply execute it. It is going to be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 64 rows. Have you seen this? When you execute it, you are going to get so 64 rows. Am I clear? You should be able to see the count as well in this corner. Now when you execute it, you are going to get number of rows available in this table. Find out number of customers. Clear? So each row is a customer. So I don't have any column name. We must give alias as, you can say, number of rows or number of customers, not rows. So you need to give the meaningful column names to the end users. This query is not for you, not for your technical manager, for the end user. So how many customers we had? So we had 64 customers. So if there is a space in the alias, this is what is called alias, right? If there is a space, will it work? It's not going to work. Space must not be there in the alias. If there is a space, how to do? Very simple. You must use this kind of a braces. That's what I told you. It is going to work. Clear? So you can say like this, or we can also use single quotes. Single quotes also will work. So this is how you should be able to give an alias, and as is also not compulsory. Give simply space and you should be able to give anything. So this is what is called aggregate function. This is the column name. You can give anything, whatever you wanted to write, you can write like this, and this will be your alias. Alias means column name, but you should be able to give meaningful names so that people can understand very easily. Find out number of customers. Now I wanted to know small modification. Find out number of customers in branch BR1. So if you see the data, so we have branch BR1, BR2, up to BR9 branches are available. So you have lot many customers where branch ID is equivalent to say BR1, right? So I wanted to know, these are the BR1 customers. There are 18. I wanted to find out same clause, where clause. I wanted to copy. I wanted to have the clause here. So you can write select from and where. So I wanted to know, find out number of customers in branch BR1. When I execute it, it is going to give me branch BR1. I wanted to know, find out customers in branch BR5. So what we should do? We have to write BR5, right? So how many customers are there in branch BR5? So there are 4 customers. So who are they means you can simply write like this. So the customers data will be given. So these are branch BR4 customers. These are 13 customers. If you want to see 13 customers list here, the count here, you should be able to see there are 13 customers. This is a separate query. The complete list is here. Clear? Now, I wanted to tell you one more query like this. What is the query? Find out number of customers in branch BR1 and branch BR2. I wanted to know for both branches. So, branch ID could be BR1 and branch ID could be BR2. Okay. So this is how you should be able to find out. Find out number of customers in branch BR1 and branch BR2. When you execute it, we know branch BR1, we have so total 18 customers plus branch BR2, we have 18 plus 6, 24 customers. We supposed to get it here. So we are getting 0. Why? Because I have used AND clause. Okay. So AND is completely wrong because customer may be in BR1 or BR2. You cannot say, gender male and gender female. Gender cannot be both, right? Either gender male or female. So you cannot use AND. You may use in English, but logically, technically speaking, it is OR clause. So when you say OR clause, it is going to work. Clear? So BRAD, BR1 or BRAD could be BR2. In English, we say AND. But when you convert that into a technical expression, it is OR. So you can use like this, or there's a shortcut way. You can use in. In branch BR1, you can remove all these things, put comma, branch BR2. Clear? So you need to execute and use like this. Tomorrow, if you need, how many people are available, comma, in branch BR4 also? Simply you go there and you can say branch BR4. You can give the in. In means or clause. In means what? Or. Branch BRAD equals to BR1 or branch BRAD equals to branch BR2 or. So in clause means or clause. So this is a shortcut way. So total 37 people we are going to have. So this is how you are going to get the data. Now, how the execution is happening, if I say find out number of customers in branch BR1. So how the execution is going to be happening? So which one will get executed? Is it top to bottom? First select, then from, then where clause. How the execution of the query is going to be happening? It is very, very important. Execution of the query. So, which portion of the query will get executed first? Always from clause will be executed first. So, when you execute this query, always the from clause will get executed. Why? It has to, SQL Server has to go to this table first. Otherwise, how do you count? How do you search? So for not, it is not going to use a select. It is going to be using from clause. Okay. It will go to account master table. Then immediately, if there is a where clause is going to be eliminating rows. So immediately, where clause is going to work. So immediately where clause will say, I need branch BR1 data. I don't need anything else. So BR2, BR3 will get eliminated. So clear? So first from clause, then the where clause. Done. After that, counting is going to start. Counting means after elimination, it is going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like that count is going to happen. So the next clause is called aggregation. Aggregation is going to be happening, counting. The last one, it has to display the value. So display has to happen. Display is done with the help of a select. Select is going to print. So it will go to the table, eliminates the required data, then it counts and displays with the help of a select. Clear? So display is going to be happening. This is what is called a select clause is going to display the data. So execution of the query is very, very important. Clear? Let me give you one simple example. I wanted to find out number of students in the room. I asked Bilin, hey Bilin, go to the classroom and you find out number of students. So first she has to know which classroom. Classroom 5th, classroom 4th. So I would have written classroom number 4. So she will go to that classroom, then started counting. So this is the first one. find out number of students. So she has to go to the classroom or to the table first. Then immediately she will be counting it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So from class, since there is no where clause, so it is going to be starting counting. Then display. Sir, we had 1020 people in this room. Sir, we had 190 people in this room. Clear? That's what you need to understand. If I say, hey, Bilin, find out number of customers, number of, let us say, male students in this room, in the class. That is the next, question I asked Bilin or John. So you are the one of the you know say a guy, you supposed to take the count. So what I told you, hey, you go to the classroom and tell me number of male students. What you do, you go to the classroom first, that is from class. Then what you do, you need only the male. Hey guys, come on, I need only males to be available in the room, other genders please vacate the room. So what you're doing, where gender equals to male, that is the clause is going to be applied. I need males, so that means what, remaining people have to vacate, so rest of the people will get eliminated from the room. So now you've gone to the room and you have eliminated. The next one is called, you're going to be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Count is happening. Then you will come out and tell me, sir, we have 9 people in that room. So 9 what? 9 males. Clear? Because I was talking about only males. So select count star from the room where gender equals to male. That is how you're technically going to write. So from the room, which room? Some room, room number 1, room number 2, table A, table B, table C, something like that. Okay. If I say number of females, what do you do? Select count star from the room where gender equals to female. So how the execution? First you go to the room, then do the elimination. You need only the females. That means other genders have to be filtered. Then what you do? You're going to be doing count star 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then select. Select means print. You will come out, sir, in that room, we have 16 females are available. So, however, you're doing, SQL Server is also going to do, Oracle is also going to do the same thing. Clear? So remember, the execution is not a top to bottom, bottom to top. It is always from clause first, then the where clause, then the aggregation, then the display. Clear? So that is very, very important thing that you should know. In many interviews, this question is asked. How the execution of the query, how the it is going to be getting executed. It's very, very important thing to understand. Now, let us use different functions as well. What is the sum and minimum maximum? If you want to get it, it's pretty much easy. So find out total, find out total balance, right? So total balance. So I wanted to use some function and C balance as total balance. So let me remove this and try to execute it. Try to execute it. So this is the total balance. Now, if you wanted to need total balance in branch BR1, then you must use where clause, where branch ID is equivalent to branch BR1. So that's very much easy. Anybody can get the data. So how the execution? First, it will go to this table, eliminates the data, and whatever be the data that has, it is going to be summing row by row, row by row. So you have 10, 20, 30, you have 10 plus 20 plus 30 in this column. Clear? So that is how the execution is going to be happening. Then we have, if you need minimum balance or maximum balance, now you can write all these things. So instead of this, we can go in for minimum balance, right? Now we can apply minimum balance in branch BR1 or minimum balance in only what is the minimum balance and what is the maximum balance, what is the average balance, what is the maximum, what is the average balance in the bank. So anything you can easily get to know. Very, very simple queries. You can use them, you can understand them, you can execute them at a stretch as well. So minimum balance, maximum balance, average balance, you can execute all of them at a stretch. You can execute. So it is going to give me the complete data and number of customers, blah, blah. Complete data can be shown. Now I wanted to show you all of them in a single query. Can I use like that? For example, I wanted to take this query and this will give me number of customers. Now, comma, I wanted to give average balance in this only, comma. Okay. Now, in this maximum balance, minimum balance, everywhere I'm giving alias so that people can easily understand what is that minimum, maximum, and I wanted to also get sum. So any permutation combination you can use, average first, maximum later, anything. Okay. So total number of customers are these many, average balance, maximum, minimum, this one. I wanted to use where you may use any clause. I wanted to have for this guy. So first it will go to this table and eliminates the data, then doing all these aggregate functions. Okay. In branch BR1, we had 18 guys. We had only 18 guys. The total average balance for these 18 guys, maximum balance, minimum balance, average. I wanted to know for branch BR5. I need all this information. So four customers. So total for customers data is this much and average, minimum, maximum. Whatever you wanted to give, you can give it there. There is no issue at all. All these things can be used and written like that. Clear? So count star is the function which is going to be counting number of rows. Clear? So tomorrow we'll continue. Do you have any questions, guys? So these are the aggregate function: count star, average, min, max, sum. Clear? So tomorrow we will discuss some more functions, guys. Thank you so much. Any questions?